Alaska has been a hot topic recently with one of its major ports potentially being eliminated for most of you. Well, today we have got a huge update about what's going on in Alaska. Hey everyone, what is up? My name is Jordan. Thank you so much for joining the channel today. If this is your first time here, this is JJ Cruise. We are your home for all things cruising. Once again, I am traveling solo. I promise you're going to see Jared on the next video, but he is off booking your vacations. We've had so many of you go to jjcruise.com to book those trips, and he's off working very hard doing that while I am here delivering some major news about Alaska today to all of you. If you watched a video that we put out a few weeks ago, we were talking about the residents in Alaska being not very happy that so many cruise ships have come to Alaska over the last couple of years. The tourism in Alaska, specifically by cruise ship, has increased year over year over year, breaking record numbers for the amount of people coming into these small home ports and seeing the incredibly beautiful state that is the last frontier. Before we get any further, I do just want to invite you to subscribe to the channel. We are on that road to 50,000 subscribers. Every single person that hits that subscribe button makes a difference, and we thank you for it. And while you're doing that, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Well, the Alaska town that we are talking about that finds itself at the center of this controversy today is Sitka. Many of you that have been to Alaska have probably also been to Sitka because it is a very standard stop on many 7-night cruises out of Seattle and Vancouver. A few weeks ago, we reported that Sitka was added to the list of small towns like Bar Harbor, Venice, and these other places where the locals just felt like the cruise tourism was overrunning the city. Sitka is a very, very small town with about 8,500 permanent residents. And this last season alone, there was over 500,000 people that visited the town of Sitka by cruise ship. The residents said that is enough. We need to limit this, and we need several 100,000 less people in the city, and they wanted to cap it at about 250,000 people coming in every single year. This, of course, would dramatically change cruise itineraries for 2024 and 2025 and beyond if they were able to get this passed. They had to fill out a petition, and they had to have a certain amount of people within the town fill out that petition and sign their names stating, yes, I want less tourists in our town. Well, that petition was submitted to the city council, and we just found out that it was denied. The city council said, no, absolutely not. We are not going to change anything about the amount of people that are coming in. I'm assuming they think that it's good for the economy and good for the local businesses there, but they did deny the community's request to have a partial ban on cruise ships in Sitka, Alaska. Now, if you're watching this and you have an Alaska cruise booked, the good news is Sitka is more than likely going to remain on your cruise. It's not something that you have to be worried about or concerned. When we put that video out a few weeks ago about this controversy in Sitka, there was a number of you that wrote in comments saying that you had a cruise booked, Sitka was on there, and you really didn't want to see Sitka removed. There was a lot of other people, though, that stated that they completely understood, the small local government should be able to decide what they want to do with their town and if they could have a partial ban or not on these big ships coming in. I have to be honest, when we initially reported on this and read more about the story, it sounded like there was going to be a vote coming this winter about the cruise season in 2024. Well, at that point, the plans had not been submitted to the city council, and the city council had not denied the people's choice to have a partial ban on cruise ships. This is becoming a very common theme, though. There is another small port in the country of France that just had a major protest when a tiny little expedition vessel pulled up into port. There was people dressed up like polar bears, seals, and other animals holding signs that said, go away, go home, we don't want you here, you do not belong here, because they felt like that small vessel was doing damage to the climate in the area, and they were very against these small expedition ships that are going to places that are really uncharted territories like Antarctica, Greenland, and some smaller little inways where these expedition ships can get to. We've seen this happen quite a bit recently where locals are saying no to cruise ships. What do you think at home about these types of protests and the small little communities that are speaking up saying, we don't want you here, we don't want your money, we don't want your business, and we would be better off, frankly, without the cruise industry? To be perfectly honest, I have mixed feelings on this because I'm a huge advocate for cruising. I think that cruising is one of the best ways to see the world. But on the flip side, I do understand small little local communities and their concerns may be valid. Maybe Sitka was way too busy and way too overrun with people this past season. I turn this question to all of you sitting at home to ask you, what do you think about the situation? Are you on the side of the people in Sitka, or are you on the side of the government, the city council that said, nope, we are not going to put a partial ban on cruise ships and nothing is going to change moving forward? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As for that small little vessel in France, the group of protesters was only about 80 people, so I don't think that they really deterred the vessel from coming in, but they definitely did make a statement in saying that they were very much against these small expedition ships coming into their port. Well, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like button and please leave a comment telling me what you think about today's video. And until next time, see ya!